explosive. That was the first explosives. For those of you who were here last hour, shut up. Anybody know what that is? Okay. Black cylinder, inch in diameter, 2.5 inches long, ounce, 7 longitudinal holes down the center. What is it? Closer than anybody who's ever guessed. That is a grain of powder to a 16-inch naval cannon. Yes, it's the biggest one they make. Beyond that, propellant grains are biggest one I've personally ever seen. Would fit in this room, but it would hit the ceiling. And that's the 5 propellant grains that are the solid fuel boosters for the shuttle. Right. They're circular. That's a grain. That's a grain. There are grains of powder where I have like 50 of them on my little fingernail. Many of these terms are archaic, and they come from the original sources of explosives, which is black powder. Who is the historical source of black powder? I have no flaming idea. Berthold Schwarz, Schwarz is German for black, which had nothing to do with the name, but it's kind of hard to figure that out. Schwarz's powder, black's powder, was a monk in the 1270 to 13-something, who supposedly invented black powder. There is also a historical argument that the Greeks had the equivalent of it because Greek flame in some applications exploded. So was that an oxygen-based explosive? The Chinese, there really is no question the Chinese had it. Between 600 and 800 years before the Europeans did. It's the application of it. Europeans were the first ones to actually make guns, what we would call modern, the predecessor of the modern firearm. The Chinese used them, but they used them primarily as rockets, as the propellant for rockets, and the propellant for arrow throwers made out of bamboo. So when you go far enough back in history, you're really splitting hairs as to what definitions are. However, there is no question that black powder was the first explosive, and it is an explosive mixture. And those of you who want to be writers, and those of you who just want to show off, here's a great word. Black powder does not explode, it deflagrates. I can do this really well. Deflagrates. Basically, it means burns violent. The only time I have ever known the word to be properly used is in black powder. I swear there are writers in here. If John Ringo walked in, he'd see that sign. Kevin's talking about black powder.
With an R.
Like, she went to get coffee. However, you notice I accepted it. If you want to be a writer, accept criticism. Know your subject matter. I've had a New York editor, first book in the series, 3 books, say, oh, that knife fight doesn't seem very realistic to me. One of the foremost knife makers in the country, Ernie Emerson, gave me the knife, taught me how to use it. Command Master Chief Dennis Chalker, plank owner of SEAL Team 6, he and I choreographed the knife fight. Dr. Francine Terry ran the University ER in Cleveland for 16 years. She went with me with the damage. Would you like your check back? You can, oh shit, you guys are serious. I know it's explosives, but damn, man. Folks, please come in, pick a seat, sit down. You're welcome. I didn't mean to frighten the kids. Really, I used to be a school teacher. And I frighten the kids, you know. Mr. Doctor. Yes. Nothing. I don't feel bored. It's my first goddamn day. Thanks.
No problem.
I can get hand grenades delivered.
What's your phone number?
Oh man, the guy yesterday.